So one of the things is, so we move into habit 4, which is to think win-win. Now, a lot of us just think either win-lose or lose-win. And sometimes when we get frustrated, like it's in a divorce, we'll say, okay, well, both people lose. The wife gets mad and wants to, take the husband to the cleaners, and the husband who has a fancy $25,000 car sells it for $50 just to spite her, and they both lose. That's a good example. And then a lot of people, I win and you lose. That's how people are thinking when they want to, with stuff. And so the goal is to achieve win-win, which takes both courage and consideration. That's why we have this thing. So the more courage you have, the more you can enter into win-win, and the more considerate you can be. So that's related to habit number 5, which says seek first to understand and then be understood. Oh my goodness. Now this women and men thing, it has to go with both ways, okay? Men, we have to first seek to understand what women are about and what's on their mind and what they deeply care about. But women need to do this now with men. And and what we do and what we care about. And we're not we got to stop being just victims. We really we need to be victors in private and public ways with each other. And, straight and gay, progressive, conservative, left-wing, right-wing, pro-vaccine, pro-mask, anti-mask, dove, hawk, Christian, non-Christian, believer, non-believer, it goes on, black, white. Okay, it just goes on. Rural, urban, it just goes on and on here. And so the idea is to synergize and to realize that synergize, here's in the Asian way, this is the Taoist way, this is the Taoist symbol of yin and yang. And, the kind of the integration of the feminine and the masculine in you. I mean, it does not necessarily have to do with your sex outlook or the way you see yourself, but the integration of feminine and masculine aspects in both of you. And also in Western philosophy, here's Hegel talks about thesis and antithesis and synthesis. The Buddhists talk about fishing for the third alternative. And I think Stephen Covey is kind of influenced by all of that in terms of achieving this synthesis, which is better than the either, kind of brings together both the thesis and the antithesis of people. And so you can see it kind of related. Here's a whole continuum here. If you have low trust, okay, and low cooperation, the best you can do is enter into defensive relationships, which is not really cool, where either I win and you lose, or you win. It's kind of Democrats versus Republicans and all of that. Or you can then go to, with more trust, you can have a more respectful compromise position, which is where the Senate and the House of Representatives used to be for a while. And then you can actually move into a synergistic win-win situation. Another thing is to say, either we're going to win-win or no deal. Wow. Now imagine if you say we're either going to win-win and no deal. That could be a stifle, particularly in climate change, as climate is still happening. And you don't create a synergy here, a win-win. Climate change is keeping on going, and the longer that we wait, the more we risk at extinction. So that no deal is pretty strong here. Thanks for viewing part number 3 in our 4-part series. And be sure to use our navigation menu for your convenience. Here we go.